I found out my husband was planning to leave me the same day he asked me to help pay for his mistress's apartment. My name is Amanda Price, and I live in Seattle, Washington, 35 years old, nurse at Swedish Medical Center working night shifts. For 12 years, I was married to Jason. We met in our 20s at a mutual friend's barbecue in Capitol Hill. He was funny, ambitious, a pharmaceutical sales rep who promised me the world. We bought a house in Ballard, talked about kids, about growing old together, but somewhere along the way, I became invisible. I worked 60-hour weeks to keep us afloat while Jason's commissions got smaller and his excuses got bigger. I'd come home exhausted, scrubs still on, and find him on the couch playing video games. Dishes piled in the sink, bills unopened on the counter. When I asked him to help more, he'd say he was stressed about work, that I didn't understand the pressure he was under. So I carried everything, the mortgage, the utilities, the groceries, his car payment, everything. Until that Tuesday morning in September when I came home from a 12-hour shift and found him on our porch, coffee in hand on the phone. He didn't see me pull up, and what I heard made my blood run cold. "Baby, I know. I'm working on it. She doesn't suspect anything. I'll have the money by Friday. Then we can finally get your place and I can leave this nightmare." He hung up, turned around, saw me standing there, keys in hand, the entire world collapsing around me. His face went white, started stammering. "Amanda, it's not what you think." But I held up my hand. I was too tired to scream, too broken to cry. I just asked one question. "Who is she?" He couldn't look at me. Said her name was Brianna, 26, someone he'd met at a conference 6 months ago, that he loved her, that our marriage had been dead for years, that I was always working, always tired, never fun anymore. And then he asked the unthinkable. "Look, I need $5,000 for first and last month's rent on her apartment. Can you help me out? Just this once. Then I'll move out and we can do this clean." I stared at him. This man I'd supported for 12 years, who I'd worked myself to exhaustion for, who'd watched me sacrifice everything while he did nothing, and he wanted me to pay for his affair, to fund his escape. I didn't answer, just walked past him into our house, went to our bedroom, locked the door, and made a decision. I wasn't going to give him money. I wasn't going to make this easy. I was going to disappear into my transformation so completely that when I was done, he'd spend the rest of his life drowning in regret. I called my bank, transferred all the money from our joint account into a new personal account. Everything, $15,000 I'd saved, my money from my paychecks. Then I contacted a lawyer, filed for divorce that afternoon, had him served at work the next day, publicly, in front of his colleagues. But the legal stuff was just the beginning. The real work was internal. I'd spent 12 years shrinking myself for someone who didn't deserve me, working night shifts, neglecting my health, gaining 30 pounds, losing myself. But that version of Amanda was gone. I was building someone new. I joined a gym near the hospital, started going before my shifts, 5 a.m. workouts, running, weightlifting, pushing my body until I remembered what strength felt like. I hired a trainer named Lisa who didn't accept excuses. Within 2 months, I'd lost 12 pounds. But more than that, I felt alive again. People at the hospital noticed, asked what I was doing differently. I just smiled and said I was finally taking care of myself. I changed my diet, meal prepped healthy food, stopped eating hospital vending machine garbage at 3 a.m., started drinking water, sleeping better. My skin cleared up. My energy skyrocketed. I felt younger than I had in years. Then I tackled my career. I'd been a floor nurse for 10 years, comfortable but stagnant. I enrolled in a Nurse Practitioner program, online courses I could do between shifts. It was brutal, working nights, studying during the day, but I was hungry, focused, determined to build a life Jason would never be part of. I also started dressing better, not scrubs 24/7s. I invested in real clothes, jeans that fit, tops that made me feel confident, got my hair cut and colored, professional, flattering, started wearing makeup again, not for anyone else, for me, because I wanted to see someone powerful when I looked in the mirror. The divorce was ugly. Jason fought me for half of everything despite contributing nothing, but I had receipts. Bank statements showing I'd paid 90% of our bills for 5 years. My lawyer destroyed him in mediation. I kept the house, my savings, my car. He got his video game collection and his debt. Brianna left him 2 weeks after he moved in with her. Turns out she was only interested in the lifestyle he promised, the one funded by my nursing salary. When that dried up, so did her interest. 6 months after I filed for divorce, I'd lost 28 pounds, finished my first semester of NP school with a 4.0, got a promotion at the hospital to charge nurse with a $15,000 raise, moved into the master bedroom I'd reclaimed as my sanctuary, redecorated the entire house, made it mine, modern, clean, no traces of Jason anywhere. I started dating, nothing serious, just remembering what it felt like to be valued, to be chosen, to have someone actually listen when I spoke. I met Daniel, an ER doctor at my hospital, kind, respectful, emotionally available. We started as friends, then something more. He'd bring me coffee during night shifts, ask about my day, actually care about the answer. 9 months after Jason moved out, I was at a Starbucks in Fremont. I was wearing fitted jeans, a leather jacket, hair styled perfectly. I'd just finished a workout and was grabbing a post-gym smoothie. And there he was, Jason, behind me in line. He didn't recognize me at first. Then our eyes met. His face went slack. "Amanda? Is that you?" I smiled, polite but distant. "Hi, Jason. How are you?" He couldn't stop staring. "You look incredible. What happened to you?" I shrugged. I remembered who I was before I spent 12 years carrying someone who couldn't carry himself. His face fell. "Amanda, I've been wanting to talk. I made a huge mistake. Brianna and I didn't work out. Things have been really hard. I'm living with my brother, barely making rent. I've been thinking about us, about what we had." I cut him off gently but firmly. "Jason, there is no us. There hasn't been for years. You made that clear when you asked me to fund your affair." He reached for my arm. "Please. I know I messed up, but we were together for 12 years. That has to mean something." I looked at his hand on my arm, then at his face. This man who'd taken everything and given nothing, who'd watched me break and felt nothing, who only wanted me back now that I'd rebuilt myself into something he couldn't have. Jason, those 12 years did mean something. They taught me exactly how much I'm worth. And it's more than you could ever afford. I pulled away, grabbed my smoothie, and walked out. Didn't look back. Not once. My NP program is almost done. I'm graduating next spring, already have job offers from 3 major hospitals. My house is paid off, my body is strong, my mind is clear. Daniel and I just got back from a weekend in the San Juans. We're taking it slow, but it's real, healthy, equal. Last I heard, Jason's still at his brother's place, still struggling, still wondering where it all went wrong. And I don't feel bad for him, not even a little. Because karma isn't me destroying him. Karma is him watching me thrive while he drowns in the consequences of his own choices. He betrayed me. I transformed. He asked for money. I built wealth. He chose someone else. I chose myself. And my silent revenge? It was just becoming so extraordinarily happy that his existence became irrelevant. If this story hit home, smash that like button. Drop a comment and tell me if you think I should have given him a second chance or if I did exactly the right thing. And if you're new to Venomous Revenge, subscribe, because the best revenge isn't loud. It's living so well that their betrayal becomes the footnote in your success story.